game here between Rex, who is a very strong Zerg player. Been playing from Taiwan for a long time. A very well-known player. And his opponent up here in the top right, MC, the boss toss himself, playing StarCraft 1 Protoss. So it's going to be StarCraft 2 Zerg against StarCraft 1 Protoss. Now, Rex is really, really strong. But when you compare him to, like, the Korean pros, he is definitely a step down. Although I enjoy his games. He's a strong Zerg player. Should be a fun one. Like, I haven't watched every match of this, of StarCraft 1 versus StarCraft 2 yet, but in every single one that I've seen so far, if the StarCraft 2 player plays reasonably well, they've won. So we'll see if that holds true here. Definitely, I would put MC as a level above Rex, just generally at RTS games. But again, Rex is a strong player, and if he were to take games in something we knew to be completely balanced, even that wouldn't surprise me. So anyways, we're on Fighting Spirit, a StarCraft 2 version of Fighting Spirit. This map is incredibly old. And, we still play Fighting Spirit in StarCraft 1. Well, when I say we, that's the royal we. I don't play it because I'm not an idiot. It's a terrible map in StarCraft 1. It's completely imbalanced at this point. It's entirely too old, but people still love it. They love the feel of such an old map that they're so familiar with. All right, so it looks like, okay, so this is 2-gate Zealot plus a Forge, which actually at the very beginning of StarCraft 2 during the beta, there was a Zealot cannon rush, but we didn't start with 12 workers back then, so it was 1 gate. So this is kind of a funny looking thing, but he's cross spawned, so I don't know that this is going to end up working out for MC. All right, well, the rush distance is just so far. Look at how long it's taken for these Zealots to get across the map. This is really, really, really bad. And the build that he's doing is like something like Mini might do in StarCraft 1, but it would have a completely different feel. In fact, it's kind of a popular build for the Fighting Spirit map because Fighting Spirit in StarCraft 1 is actually considered kind of small. It's kind of like the measuring point that we look at from natural to natural. It's about as close as you can get. Here you can see in StarCraft 2 that's going to be a bit longer. It's taken him a while to get across the map, and obviously with the 12 drone starts, it's really hard to rush in StarCraft 2 compared to StarCraft 1. So that pylon gets picked off. MC gets absolutely nothing done. A lot of Lings are out. I don't know that he's going to really get damage there. I think you are probably going to want to choke up that wall a little bit more, maybe even put down a photon cannon. But yeah, Cybernetics Core on the way right now. Oh, Spinecrawler at home. Something funny about this, right? Like, think about StarCraft 2 Zerg vs. Protoss games that you've seen, right? You'd be getting ready for an Oracle right about now, right? So definitely a little bit of a different feel where you know that isn't going to come. But of course, the Reaver is going to be a very strong harassment unit here. No Adepts, sure. No Oracles, sure. But the Reaver probably has more finesse and skill as a harassment-based choice. Because it's not like a unit designed for harassment. That's just kind of where it sometimes falls into, or I guess pretty oftentimes falls into. But yeah, it's going to be something that I think StarCraft 2 players maybe are not really as used to how you actually deal with Reavers. And in general, you deal with Reavers just by overwhelming them. Like, Reavers are really good in smaller battles, but like, yeah, you want to have a ton of stuff and just like slaughter them out. Now, I love this. I love seeing the Spire because I have seen a fair amount of PVZs in this mod so far, and it seems like no one wants to go Stargate. Of course, why would you? Like, if you're going Corsair and your opponent is going, Roach Queen or whatever, you're probably just going to die. So it makes sense that they're going Reaver. But that Spire could catch him off guard. Now, here's the thing. If he actually commits to Mutas and Corsairs come out, I imagine the Corsairs will just eviscerate the Mutalisks. I do know that the Valkyries do. Like, there was almost nothing funnier than watching, like, 3 Valkyries kill 12 mutas in this mod. It's insane. You know, everything clumps so well in StarCraft 2, so definitely, again, that splash damage, super, super strong. Now, Reaver on the way, speed, very similar follow-up here for MC to the previous PVZ that we've casted of him. That was against Ragnarok, right? It was like, okay, we're going to get +1 attack and then +1 armor. We're going to get Dragoon range and shuttle speed with Reavers and all that. Overseer comes in for a scout, but MC will be able to pick that off pretty quickly. 8 Mutalisks on the way. Now, this could be deadly. I think it's a good choice by Ragnarok. This, like, as long as your opponent isn't going Corsair, you can probably just stay on Muta for a bit. Like, against Reaver, this is a great, great opener. So that third base is up and mining. I like how there's less gas, as Mapu's showing us here. At the third bases, there's just a single gas. Rich Vespene guys, though. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. More of a StarCraft 1-esque. Now, here comes the shuttle. The mutas are going to find it, so that's dead. Now, this will give MC just a little tiny bit of time. Oh, he doesn't get the Reaver out. You want the Reaver out so that will buy some more time as well. No legs right now, so actually the Zealots are probably going to get wiped as well. This is rough. He'll be able to cancel this. But, like, that's a Reaver and a shuttle. And now 9 Zealots that are all going to die to Rex's mutas. Well, I guess not all. He does split a couple out, which is good. But that is rough. A lot of Dragoons being made. But it feels like you're just playing super from behind here now. Ton of spine crawlers being made right now as well. Some extra photon cannons for some anti-mutalisk harassment. And Citadel of the Dunes. So definitely going to be going towards Zealot legs and probably a Templar Archives immediately here as well. Yeah, that's exactly what he goes for. Lurker Den coming up on the other side for Rex. And yeah, just kind of walling everything in. Rex is taking new base in that bottom right. It's funny, a couple of photon cans chase those away pretty easily. Very good amount of Dragoons right now. Love to see him get another upgrade also. Zealot speed on the way. What is that upgrade? Is that Maelstrom? Oh my god, I think he's getting Maelstrom right now. And 4 DT. So we're going to be going Dark Archon, guys. Okay, so if you're a StarCraft 2 person, you might not know what Maelstrom does. The Dark Archon is a very lightly utilized unit for StarCraft 1. It's so 2 DTs make a Dark Archon and 2 High Templars make a regular Archon. Now, the Dark Archon is actually a spellcaster. It has no attack. It has mind control, which steals a unit permanently. It costs so much mana. No one ever uses it. It's a troll gimmicky thing. You only see it used in money maps in a serious manner. And then you have feedback on it, which is fantastic. Everyone knows feedback. And then it has Maelstrom, which it's an AoE freezing effect where you can still damage the units. So basically a clump of mutas, if you Maelstrom them, you'll be able to kill them all very, very quickly. It doesn't last for long, so you have to have units nearby to make it work. And in general, we've seen it used a lot more lately in StarCraft 1, but you hide them. You have to hide that you have it, or they split their Mutalisks up. Because if they split their Mutalisks up and you can't really utilize it, you're like, well, that sucks. Some very good hits there. So anyways, we'll see if he's able to get that in. What is that upgrade? Argus Talisman. Oh, it ups the it ups the energy of the Dark Archon. Okay, excellent, excellent. Dark Archon energy. Not an upgrade that you see every day, that's for sure. So third base coming up for MC. Rex flying around a little bit here. Yeah, that Maelstrom is going to come in very, very handy. Costs 100 mana, so we'll see when he gets that off, if he can kill the mutas. Rex has a pretty big economy right now. He's got 4 base, 5th base just getting droned up now. A lot of Dragoons and Dark Archons coming across. Kind of a funny looking unit comp. You'd never see an army that looks like this in StarCraft 1. And there's the Maelstrom. He might need to use the second one. He's not killing these that quickly. I like how it has the countdown for when it ends. You just got to kind of feel that out normally. Okay, so Rex actually just gave up on the meter, so he's going to get the kills anyways. So that is a very, very solid kill. But there's Lurkers out now. Nidus on the way as well. Oh, Nidus. We have Niduses, but they're only utilized defensively because they have to be made on creep in StarCraft 1. So this is going to be something that could catch a Protoss player off guard. That is ridiculous. Look at Rex's defense everywhere, man. Oh, my God. He has got some fantastic defense. So many Lurkers out there as well. But between Reaver, Dragoons, and Psystorm, I think he'll be all right against those. Senket Robo on the way, so definitely thinking about a lot of Reavers. Look at that funny-looking army, man. 1 Dark Archon, 3 High Templar, 21 Dragoons, and a Reaver. A handful of Zealots out on the map. Someone's actually asking, do StarCraft 2 Lurkers outrange Reavers? I actually don't know the answer to that. That's a good question. I do not know. I guess we'll see. He is getting adaptive talons right now. So getting those Lurker upgrades at least. Yeah, definitely in the late game. Reavers are pretty important in certain situations against things like Lurkers. If you don't have like a tempo advantage in PvZ, you generally have to go Reavers for their cost efficiency. So he does have one here. We'll see what that looks like. That wasn't full range of Reaver, but it did get hit there. Just to throw that out there. Some good hits. Some good hits. He has Psystorm there too. You can't really go up that ramp. You get wrecked. We see more and more upgrades. Kadarian Amulet, Reaver damage, double Forge is going. Greater Spire, so definitely looking towards some Broodlords coming up here for Rex. Thinking about Broodlords, like Psystorm will do really well against them, but they're quicker nowadays. So I'm trying to think of like what that's going to actually look like. Oh God, Vipers. Okay, this actually is probably why he got the energy upgrade on Dark Archons. I didn't think of this at all. I haven't seen a Viper in this matchup yet. Oh, I guess we did last game because we saw it not abduct, but rather, parasitic bomb. But yeah, you're going to need feedback against that because if they abduct in your Reavers, the game is just not going to go for you. Okay, so the Reavers are like the Lurkers do range equal to the Reavers, which is insane. So how the hell do you ever deal with this? Thing is, StarCraft 2 was balanced for StarCraft 2. StarCraft 1 wasn't balanced. So, like, he doesn't have anything that outranges Reavers. Oh, my God. How do you do that? How do you do that? Good luck, MC. Rex right now looking pretty strong. Look at this. Okay, he's coming up for a little bit of an attack. Feedback, feedback. Feedback does do full damage. Yeah, I mean, the Psystorm's all right, but... Dude, feedback, please. Please, MC, please. One time. Oh, man. Some real Protoss moves here. All right. MC, I'm not super liking his position. He has a lot of supply, but it feels like his army is a bit outclassed here. You know, I guess you can use spells kind of to chunk through the Lurkers in a way. You could use Maelstrom some. You could use Psystorm some. A little bit of Reaver usage. Some Dragoons, right? Like, but look at this. It's just like super mass Lurkers. Now, the Psystorms do well, but this army's just dead. Hydra's just going to walk up here and easy peasy these goons. All right, well, Reaver trying to push through all those spines. Looks like MC trying to set up another base. Yeah, probably appropriate to just get in here and try to kill everything. He's using the Nidus like a StarCraft 1 Zerg. There you go. Getting his drones out of there. All right, an attack coming up here from Rex. Yeah, he's going to pop a lot. Not looking like a very good engage here for MC, but let's not forget MC opened like in a very poor manner. The double gateway zealot and cannons didn't do anything. His expand was super late. Oh yeah, we bring the drones here. I love it. Love to see it. Oh, okay. This game is looking pretty over. Like, it's funny that I'm saying that because it's 160 supply for MC still. He still actually has a lot. Dude, Parasitic Bomb Observer. I don't think I've ever seen that. And observers exist in StarCraft 2, so that's kind of funny. I can't recall ever seeing that before. Oh, man, he couldn't even get the Psystorm off. That thing came up to cast. God. Look at this poor Reaver. Dude, okay, well, that was a Scarab bug for sure. Right? Oh, I think it just went off. Weird. Weird, weird, weird. And MC actually clears this all, but a lot of it did get away through the Nidus. That was a very strange looking situation. Okay, Rex kind of expanding all up the left side. Tons of static D all over the place. MC definitely going to have to think about taking another base. Well, he's taking that bottom right natural that he was setting up before. Oof. Lots of Reavers, lots of Templar being made. Yeah, look. Oh my God, he just plows through those cannons so quickly. And the Lurker's just going to go home from there. All right, Lurkers all pop up over here. I guess maybe he can get the upgrades or something like that, but his fourth base gets canceled. So unless MC magically kills like those two top left bases really, really quickly here, not liking his spot. Still has really reasonable supply. It feels like these Lurkers are so hard to attack. There is a Broodlord on the way. I guess you can't blink under them, so that's something at least. Broodlord should be pretty strong, but they do clump up quite a bit, so maybe Psystorm gonna be a decent counter. Obviously Dark Archons as well. Only a single Broodlord though, so maybe I'm over talking about it. See if he actually goes for more than that. Another Corruptor is on the way. Honestly, Sky Toss could be good for StarCraft 1. I'm trying to think about carriers in StarCraft 2 against carriers in StarCraft 1. In StarCraft 2, interceptors cost a lot less than in StarCraft 1. In StarCraft 1, it's like 25 an interceptor, right? So, like, I think they would carry that the new cost over to the interceptors. I'm not actually completely sure of that. But also, there's no Scourge and there's no Defilers. So the Zerg counters to carriers don't exist. Like the StarCraft 1 Zerg counters, like you don't see carriers often in StarCraft 1 because of Plague, Dark Swarm, and Scourge, and none of that exists in this game. So maybe they'd actually be reasonable. Now Maelstrom goes down some great Psystorms here, and he's going to actually flank and just rip this army apart. Holy crap. I think MC's going to win this game now. Dude, he's killed so many Lurkers this game. These flanks on these Lurkers are doing such a good job. Look at this. The Hydra's walking through. MC, the boss toss himself. Looking so good. Oh, and actually, Mapu has filled me in here. In StarCraft 2, Lurkers have 10 range. Reavers have 8, so it's massively outranged them. You may as well attack them with probes, for God's sake. Oh my God, that's crazy. 2 additional range. All right, I love the heavy spine defense. Definitely going to be helpful against like this Psystorm heavy army. The Ling's getting cleaned up pretty bad. Wow. You know, if there's no Psy Storm, Broodlords will do well. They'll keep those Dragoons a little bit from walking forward, which is good. I guess we'll see how that goes. Many Nexuses being made by MC right now. MC doing a really good job. I actually thought he was in a pretty bad spot earlier on. When we saw that many Lurkers out, it was kind of insane. But now MC coming in, throwing down some storms on that drone line. You can see just how quickly you can take out those drones there. Kills 17 of them. The Broodlords come up and do help to push us all back, though. Reavers just rallied across the map. Okay. You don't see that every day. Dude, that does look like a mechanical hand actually pulling them forward in this. Definitely looks like weird teeth or something in the StarCraft 1. All right, sick Maelstrom on those 2 Zerglings. Really impactful. What a wild-looking game here. MC putting out a good one. I think Rex has done a very good job in this game. I love his defense, how he set it up all over the place. The Lurkers are a very, very good idea. And I actually think that the Broodlords, if he were to bring out a bunch of them all at once, I could see that really swinging the game to him. Because right now it feels like MC's really getting ahead. Like, he has, like, 4 mining bases right now, which is insanely high. And if he just keeps producing well... How are you going to stop this? Well, maybe with these Broodlords. Let's see. Broodlords come down. All right. Dude, are Broodlings going to kill a Reaver? That doesn't feel right. Oh my god, the Psy Storm doing a ton of damage. Oh yeah, Broodlord plus Lurker. You can't really get under them. Honestly, I'd like to see from MC Stargate units. I would really like to see what that looks like here. Oh, he's got the dog whistle swarm host coming out. Okay, excellent, excellent. And what is that? Mind control? Holy shit. Is he going to steal a drone? Please steal a drone, MC. So, guys, mind control is permanent in this game. Costs 150 mana. It costs 200 to upgrade. It's really a meme in competitive play. There is a little bit of competitive fastest map, and it is utilized there. But, of course, Protoss is already the best race, so it shouldn't ever be utilized there. But yeah, looks like, oh my god, he's losing so many units here. Didn't have that detection for a moment. Throws down some very strong storms. Ooh, really good storms from MC. He's trying to keep those broodlings off of his High Templar. All right, and he is going to be able to pick off some of these. That was a good Maelstrom upon them, and GG is called. MC going to take down Rex. Nicely done. Nicely done. Really interesting one.